Hello everyone, welcome to Automation Community. Today in this video, we are going to discuss an example in which we will be controlling 4 LEDs using 2 toggle switches. So let's look at the example first. Example 11. If toggle switch 1 is on, then LED 1 and LED 2 will be on. If toggle switch 1 is off, then LED 1 will be off and LED 2 will be on. If toggle switch 2 is on, then LED 2 will be off and LED 3 will be on. If switch 2 is off, then LED 3 will be off and LED 4 will be on. That means we have 4 LEDs and 2 toggle switches. And when toggle switch 1 is turned on, LED 1 and LED 2 both turn on, and when it is turned off, one LED turns off but the other LED remains on. And that LED 2 will be turned on using toggle switch 2 and third LED turns on. And that third LED gets turned off when that toggle switch 2 is turned off, and with that LED 4 turns on. So for this example, we will be using normally open contacts, normal coils, and we will be also using some set coils and reset coils. With that, we will be also using memory bits and normally closed contacts. So let's move to CODESYS, where we will draw a ladder diagram for this example. So I will open CODESYS. So firstly, we need to create a new project. Click on New Project. We can type the name of the project here, and we can also select template as standard project and click on OK. After that, we can also select device and PLC programming. So we will be using ladder logic diagram and click on OK. After that, double click on this PLC programming. So here we will be drawing ladder diagram. So firstly, we will insert a normally open contact for toggle switch 1. So this will be toggle switch 1, and this toggle switch 1 will turn on LED 1 and LED 2. So we will insert a coil. This coil will be for LED 1, and there will be one more coil for LED 2, but for LED 2 we will use a set coil. Before that, we will insert a branch and add a set coil. So this set coil will be for LED 2. Okay, so this will be LED 1. Okay. So we will delete this LED here. Okay. So when toggle switch 1 is turned on, LED 1 and LED 2 both gets on, and when this toggle switch 1 is turned off, LED 1 gets off but LED 2 remains on. And after that, we have one more toggle switch. For that, we will insert network below here, and we will insert a normally open contact for toggle switch 2. So this toggle switch 2 will turn off LED 2. So for that, we will insert a reset coil here, and this reset coil will be used for LED 2. So this will be LED 2. LED 2. Okay. So this toggle switch 2 will turn off LED 2. And after that, This toggle switch 2 will turn on LED 3 as well. For that, we will insert a branch here and add one more coil, a normal coil here, which will be LED3. Okay. After that, we will insert one more branch here, and for that we will insert a coil. That coil will be used as a memory bit, but this coil will not be a normal coil but a set coil that will be used for a memory bit. Okay. So this memory bit will be used to turn on LED 4 on turning off the toggle switch 2. So we will insert network below here, and we will insert a normally open contact for this memory bit. So this will be memory bit, and this memory bit will turn on LED 4. For that we will insert a coil. So this will be LED 4, but this LED 4 will turn on when toggle switch is turned off. So firstly we need to turn on toggle switch 2, and then we need to turn off the toggle switch 2, then the LED 4 will turn on. So for that we will insert a normally closed contact for toggle switch 2. Okay, great. So when toggle switch 1 is turned on, LED 1 gets on because this toggle switch 1. So when this toggle switch 1 is turned on, this is a contact, normally open contact. When it is in true state, the signal will pass through this. As a result, this LED 1 gets on, and also this LED 2 gets on. And then when toggle switch 2 is turned off, the signal will not pass through this. As a result, this LED 1 gets off, but this LED 2 remains on because of the set coil we have used for LED 2. So the set coil keeps the output on even when we turn off the input. And then when we turn on the toggle switch 2, the signal will pass through this and it will reset LED 2 because we have used a reset coil here. So LED 2 gets off, but LED 3 gets on. Okay, so with that, this memory bit gets through, but the signal will not pass through this. As a result, this LED 4 will not turn on because the toggle switch 2 is on, so the signal will not pass through this. But this memory bit gets through, so the signal will pass through this, but this toggle switch 2 is still true. As a result, this LED 4 is still false. So when we will turn off this toggle switch 2, this LED 3 gets off, but this memory bit remains true because of the set coil. It keeps that memory bit true even when we turn off this toggle switch 2. So this memory bit is true and this toggle switch 2 is false. So the signal will pass through this. As a result, this LED 4 gets true. So we will generate code. Go to online, start simulation, and after that we need to log in. Yes. And then start. So firstly, when I turn on toggle switch 1, click here, make it true, then go to debug and write values. You can see here LED 1 and LED 2 both turned on, but when I turned off the toggle switch 1, go to debug and write values, LED 1 turned off, but LED 2 remained on because of the set coil. And then I need to turn on the toggle switch 2, keep it true, and go to debug and write values. You can see here LED 2 got false because of the reset coil which was turned on by toggle switch 2. So this reset coil made the LED 2 to go off. And with that, this LED 3 got on, and also this set coil for memory bit gets true. And when I turn off toggle switch 2 here, I will debug it and write values. This set coil keeps this memory bit true and the signal flows through this, and this toggle switch is false, so the signal also passes through this. As a result, this LED 4 gets true. It was all about this example. Thank you for watching.